Right everyone, welcome back. The racing season is so close. Don't know why I'm holding my helmet. That can go over there. The racing season is so close. We are 2 weeks out from the first GÖTALAND Enduro, the Enduro season opener here in Sweden. And we are at Strutsabacken in Huskvarna today to do a little preview of Hampus, who's right now holding the camera, but you'll see his fine ass many times on this video. So the format for the GÖTALAND Enduro this year is going to be very similar to the previous year. We're going to have 4 stages at this race, or 4 main stages. We will do each one twice, and the level you choose to ride at, you can do 2, 3 or 4 of these stages, and the higher the level you want to ride, the more stages you do. There is also a super short special stage that's maybe 20 seconds long. It's going to be pretty intense, but that's going to be the last stage of the day, unless you're on an e-bike, and then you have to pedal up it twice, once at the end of your first lap and then again at the end of the day. So that's the format we're going with. Another thing that's worth noting is last year it was capped at 150 riders. This year it's gone up to 200, but selected events there's going to be a possibility to have more riders there. So it's going to be a good year. I personally enjoyed the GÖTALAND Enduro series more than any other series last year. I thought the vibe here was just absolutely great, and it's so cool to see so many people come into Enduro. The tracks we're going to show you today, you got to keep in mind there's no tape, and they haven't been cleared out yet. There's going to be people here clearing them on Monday. It's going to be the GÖTALAND and the local club. They're going to clear all the tracks, get rid of all those leaves, and they're going to be beautiful. So today it's going to be a bit leafy and a bit drifty, but don't let that put you off. They are going to be prime come race day. So yeah, what else is there to do apart from show you some POVs? Oh, one more thing, sorry. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. We're going to bring you everything from the GÖTALAND this year. We're going to be bringing you previews, going to be bringing you race POVs, going to bring you vlogs, going to involve a lot more of the other riders, have a lot of chats with other riders on the day. So the vlogs just aren't going to be about this guy. They're going to be about everyone involved in the series. So thanks for tuning in. Let's ride some bikes.
Yeah, boy.
We're going to be following second place in the overall, right? Last season.
Yeah.
Hampus Rocksjö. And he's going to take us down. We've got the 2 camera system, so we'll be switching between the 2. Let's go have some fun, man.
Yes, dropping.
So this is obviously the preview for the opening round of the GÖTALAND Enduro. Straight up over the bridge. Well, that is quite loose, so be careful when you come in for your first run today. I've just driven 5 hours in the car to get here for this, and dropping in straight away, so feeling a little bit rusty. The tracks are going to be cleared out, so expect a few less leaves and sticks when we come next time. So a short, sharp one for the race there. Nothing too technical. Bit of flow, bit of push. It's going to be a nice one. This is going to be the final stage of the day, the super special, finishing up in the arena. Just a short little sprint stage, I would say. Yeah. Let's hit it.
Sick.
Let's do this. Like I said before, when we come to racing them, there's going to be a bit less in the way of dirt and loose stuff on the tracks. Not dirt, more leaf. Hampus is throwing stuff down at me, man. So this, as you can imagine, is going to be quite an intense track. Not too much going on really, just trying to find a bit of flow in the rough there. Obviously when you're racing you'll be pushing a bit more than we were just then. Again, I'm not really sure what's coming up. Hampus does, so we'll try and hang on to him and talk you through what's coming on the way down.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, straight away we can go up and over the rock or between it. Again, the leaves will be cleared for the race, so a little bit of flow at the start followed by an uphill, but good traction on here, nothing to stress about.
Wrong way.
Our guide took us the wrong way, so we're turning left there. Let's try that again. And now the track starts pointing down. Oh, Hampus getting up over that rock there. That was a bit messy. Oh, big boggy corner there. Can't imagine it's going to dry out too much, so that's maybe one to look at. And don't worry, the tracks will be much more obvious come race day, with them being cleared out and taped up. Then we drop into this nice open bottom section with a lot of support in these berms. Woo-hee-hee-hee. Sick.
I think this one is going to be a really good stage.
Yeah, I think so. Like, especially that top bit. Once like the leaves are cleared out and you can see the line, it's going to be really nice.
Yeah.
Get the heart rate up a bit on the pedal.
Yeah.
Drop in with a bit of flow and then end out in this field.
Yeah. And if you want to, these berms here, the 3 berms here, you can just, you don't have the brake. It's so well built, but yeah, it's going so fast that it's pretty scary.
Yeah. There was a surprising amount of grip in there. That was quite nice.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, let's go check out the other one.
Yeah.
So we just come back up to that little sloppy corner that we looked at on the last run.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just walk up the track a bit and maybe have a little look-see and see what you're dealing with. Like, when you come in, the track is quite wide, so you've got a lot of choice to be where you want to be. What are you doing here, Hampus?
I think if we're choosing the outside here and not the inside, it's two different options here.
Yeah.
The best thing, in my opinion, is to go really wide here and then open up for the next one here, because there's a 3 rocks in the middle. Yeah. It's really a long way on the outside, so it's better to chill down a little bit and take the inside.
Yeah, and I imagine that that like boggy patch after if you go outside the rocks there, it's going to be quite tough.
And also, to be fair, it's always muddy here.
Yeah.
So I think the best way is just to go inside here either way.
So really, like, hook up out here, push round, and then even if you have to like pop over this rock, it's going to line you up a lot better and keep your speed for the next section. Do you want to show us how it's done?
Sure.
We've kicked some leaves out of the way now, but the local club is coming up in line with the GES, and they're going to clear all these tracks out, so they're going to be sweet and ready to ride. Okay, Hampus. There you go. You see how he was really setting up on the outside, controlling his speed so that he could get the turning in and get that little hop over there. That's the way to do it. I love it. It's one of those things that maybe takes a couple of little practice runs to get right. We can't all like smooth it out like Hampus on the first go. So what's this track called, Hampus?
This track is called Heaven's Fall.
Yes.
You're going to see why.
It's the track with probably the best view, and I remember it from a couple of weeks we were down here, and there's a nice rock section at the start, Hampus is going to make it look really smooth. I'm going to bounce my way through it, but there's lots of lines to look at on the race day, and there's going to be clinics with Ride and Develop, so if anyone's unsure about it, you can jump on them or ask Hampus. You can ask myself, but I'm not sure what I can tell you. But yeah, let's go and do it, man.
Let's drop it.
So Hampus is hopping in there. I'm not quite doing that. He got that so smooth though. You can pop over that rock. It's definitely something that's quite achievable, but you just have to like get a few runs in and really like build up to it. This track's pretty sick. A bit sketchy with the leaves. And then instead of going into that same finish there, you do a big drift because you thought you were going into the same finish. Sorry, Amber. And yeah, you cut into this track. Not so much support on these corners. I think they're going to be constantly a little bit moist. Oh my god. You know what? Might do that one again.
I think that track is my most favorite track.
Yeah, it's a sick track. I coming into the field, I was like, oh, we're gonna like use the same finish.
Yeah.
Put a couple of cranks in, was like, oh no we're not, and just drifted the whole way around the corner. So as you can see, guys and girls, this really is first time for me, so this might be much like your first runs on these tracks, just trying to guess where you're going. Tell me about this track, top and to the bottom.
Yeah, this is
the top to the bottom.
Top and to bottom. This is the oldest track in Strutsabacken, and they had some.
Was it the 99 like
yeah, I think
Swedish downhill
yeah,
or something
like that, or this track or that track? I don't remember exactly where it was, but this is a really old track, and it's really famous here in Strutsa.
Okay.
And they also, this one we're going down here, they raced with exo bikes. So you just imagine going down here with the exo bikes.
Yeah, XC guys are crazy, man.
Yeah, and they go fast too.
Yeah. And I would imagine that this track will be like the most technical one for the people that are doing like all 4 stages, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
It's really rough, but it's going in the same way. It's going pretty fast.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So let's go. Nice and steady.
It says nice and steady, but he's done many laps on this track, so.
Go over here. Then remember, kids, left and then right, and open up a little bit. Some berms. Of course, it's pretty slippery at the moment. Oh, yep, slippery. Then he's slowing down a little bit and then turning right here. They're going to clean up pretty much here and just smooth it out a little bit because it's really rough at the moment.
It'll be quite tricky coming in off that bridge. So your entry speed is not going to be too high. But you can see why this would be the track for the more advanced riders. Oh god, the Marin does feel nice down here. That is actually a double there that is totally hittable. I think once it's cleared we can do that again. You always want to be just at arm's length, don't you? So anyone you know, at these races, like, don't be shy, reach out to Hampus or myself. Matthias and Philip will be around, and that's just the whole vibe of the GÖTALAND races. I think it's just a lot more like, there's a lot of time to help people out, you know.
Exactly. And me and Ollie is not in the clinics, but of course we want to help.
Yeah.
So if you see us doing some sections, just ask us for some tips. That's right.
Also, if you see me absolutely struggling my way down something and you know a better line, don't be shy. So we're gonna drop back in and do these the last 2 tracks that we did, again, just I think they require a bit more learning than the others, I would say. Yeah. Maybe we'll get Hampus to follow me down this time, so you can get a proper follow cam, because I can't quite keep up with Hampus today. But important to say, we did, what was it, just under 300 meters climbing to do 1 lap of every track. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about how long you want for practice.
Yeah, and I think it's really good to do every track at least 2 times, maybe 3 times at this area here. Yeah, because it's quite tricky.
Yeah, so yeah, keep that in mind, and we'll see if we can get these ones like tied up a little bit nicer, and we'll finish the day there, I think.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, so we'll try and copy Hampus's little hop that he did here earlier. But I'm probably not going to hop, I'm just going to roll through it down. The important thing is to stay off the brakes there at the bottom. That felt much nicer this time. We got a cheeky little line here to see what they do with taping, but that's really nice. Just giving away race day secrets. There might be there might be an extra couple of turns in there. Oh, Hampus is really pushing. Oh! Not quite sure on that one yet. I feel like that will be a hop. I always expect there to be more support in that last corner.
And there's also a little root in there, so it's really slippery at the moment.
Oh, but that feels way better second time round.
Yeah.
Probably my favourite track. It's a bit hard to see where we're going in the leaves, but that's why we're following Hampus. First run felt a bit sketchy and I got lost, so this is a final preview we're going to show you from this race.
Yeah. Am I recording?
Yes, sir. Let's go do it. See, Hampus has backed off a bit for me. Thank you very much, sir. That bit's so good. And this Hampus is getting quite wide there. I'm pushing it in a bit more. Oh, and he's getting up over this root. Super nice. There's chicken wire all over that, so there's plenty of grip. Didn't get that turn wrong this time. Hampus is getting excited. We got the better line this time. We know where we're going. Oh yeah. Oh, it really had some nice flow to it when you know what direction you're going in. This is going to be a rider favourite, I think. This bit is super difficult to like get the speed right coming in. Oh, that is quite chunky and hard to like spot your line when it's so covered, but it will be way more opened out for the race. That's sick. Awesome. Thanks, man. Oh, that's really nice to be able to follow you down that one. It felt so much better. That last section when it's all like leafy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So many things are hiding under the shit.
Right, okay everyone. That is the preview over from these 2 hairy lads. I imagine for you this is going to be quite special, like racing on your local trails.
Yeah, it's I've been riding here for my whole bike life, I would say.
When I say local trails, like when you come here, you will literally drive past Hampus's house about 500 meters before you get to the tracks.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really special to have a race here. It's the first time to have an enduro race here in Huskvarna, and yeah, the pressure is on.
Yeah. But like any bits of advice for anyone that's coming here for the first time that we haven't covered in the video? Anything you can think of?
I mean, some of the tracks are really technical and really rough. Yeah. So I would say take a really easy first lap.
Yeah. Mostly those like last 2 that we done, right?
Yeah, better safe than sorry, because some tracks have big consequences, and you should really check it out first. Start
on those other tracks that we did first, I would say. The first 2 tracks, they're quite smooth. Yeah. And you know, guys, like we've been racing a long time, and it still like gets both of us sometimes. It's the first race of the year. It's going to be a long season. take those first couple of laps nice and chill. Don't overcook it. Really like ease into the race, because yeah, it's a long year and you don't want to mess up right now, you know.
Exactly.
I myself got very close to that last weekend, so even with many years of experience, you still do that sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're looking forward to seeing everyone here. It's going to be a great season with the GÖTALAND Enduro. We've got some new venues coming up, and a lot of like the same faces and hopefully the same vibe. So thanks for watching the preview, and keep it locked to the channel. If you haven't already, like follow GÖTALAND on Instagram, and then I think that's where you'll find most of their updates. And there's also the new web page for gravityseries.se, and there you'll find out all the information you need.
Yeah.
Sick. Catch you soon, everyone. Peace.
See ya.